As I mentioned, the command prompt started for me with command.com, and this was the interface that you would see when you booted up a computer. The same way you would see that by searching for command prompt now and sitting at a command window with a C:\/ in your path and issuing commands like cd / to move out to the root directory and other commands we'll get into. This was included in versions prior to Windows of the disk operating system and was included in Windows, but command.com itself went away in 64-bit versions of Windows. I'm running one of those today. So if you search for command.com on your system and you get a message that it's not there, that's typically because you are running a 64-bit version of the operating system. Command or command.com in a 32-bit version, even of Windows 10, is still there. And you can launch this and look at it. It's emulating a DOS environment on Windows, even to this day. Now let's switch gears to PowerShell. PowerShell is, in many cases, a much more powerful command prompt in Windows. PowerShell has become so powerful that it is now going cross-platform. So these same types of commands that you're learning for Windows not only work on Windows clients and servers, but in many cases they will translate to other platforms like the Mac OS or Linux. There are downloads for all of those available on the internet. And as we'll see at the end of this presentation, these are also now going to be part of Azure going forward. If we look at the adoption curve, you could discuss, I took this from one of the Microsoft Most Valuable Professionals presentations from Ignite this last year at Orlando, Florida. And I like how he points out that we're at really that full adoption, and we may be looking at people now that need to learn PowerShell because it's become so important to so many things that we configure, or so many shortcuts, things that we might want to repeat that become easier to do from the command prompt or the command shell, the PowerShell. And the first demo is that if you are already using command prompt and maybe familiar with how to navigate directories and do different things with the tab key, you can now type PowerShell, enter, and you'll notice that Windows PowerShell sets up and changes my command prompt to PS and then the path with the greater than. It's very easy to get from command prompt to PowerShell. The other ways to access PowerShell are to search for PowerShell. If I type in PowerShell here, you'll see at least 3 or more options: Windows PowerShell, Windows PowerShell ISE, or Integrated Scripting Environment, and then there's also a 32-bit version of those. If I hold down again Control-Shift and hit Windows PowerShell, I'll be prompted, do I want to open that as an administrator? And you'll notice that the blue background and administrator : Windows PowerShell is now open on my computer.
NetCom Learning helps customers build innovative learning organizations by achieving a smarter workforce, adapting to change, and driving growth. We do this with a broad catalog of offerings, developing customized learning plans, and our global delivery capabilities. Since 1998, we have been empowering organizations with our managed learning services to reach optimal performance results and address challenges. We have 9 practice areas in which we specialize. They encompass people, process, and technology training. Today's presentation is from the Cloud practice area. And are technical skills the only necessary thing to empower your career? But did you also need to improve or upgrade your leadership skills as well in order to accelerate your career? Along with your technical abilities, develop the skills you need to manage yourself, others, and business better. Welcome to Sarter Learning, a collaborative knowledge platform bringing the world's best business and leadership insights from Fortune 1000 leaders, best-selling authors, as well as Ivy League professors. And further, if you are interested in learning from the top American leaders, please log on to the e-learning platform, www.sarterlearning.com, and you can avail the special promotion meant for first-time users. You can use your coupon code SARTER10 and begin your leadership journey right now.